Sharing?
Yes.
Bring my balance up and go. Okay, we are live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. I'm just trying to find it on our page so that I can share it. There, nope. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, so let's get it shared. We're going to share it to a group. Friday FOC Live. Friday FOC. Thankfully, everybody's bowels seem to have settled down a little bit after last night.
Yes, last night was something
That was nuts.
These are rare form.
That was nuts. Okay, it has been shared to our 3 local Facebook groups. My wife is calling me. That's going to have to wait. Sorry, Carissa. I'm live on the internet right now. We are here, as we are every Friday morning, to do Final Order Cutoff Roundup with y'all. That's all I'm gonna say about this. I'm gonna let Dom hit the graphics, and then we'll talk some more when we get back. So,
right.
Welcome and join us.
What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower? It's our time to take back the power. What's your plan?
Boom!
Boom! I'm just texting my wife to let her know why I'm not answering the phone.
Why are you not answering
So
the phone,
that she doesn't
John?
want to try to murder me and wear me as a skin suit later. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Friday Final Order Cutoff Roundup live. But it's not always live. We do this show live right here on Facebook, so you guys can watch us and participate with us. But then we also take this video, we post it to YouTube, so that if you're not on Facebook, you can still catch up with all the stuff that's coming up on Final Order Cutoff this coming Monday on our YouTube channel, which is something that's illegible. YouTube, so we're like at 89 followers on YouTube. We're so close. We just need a little push over that hump. But if you haven't already, go to our YouTube channel. Just search for Hall of Justice. You can search for FOC Roundup on YouTube, and you'll find our videos there. Like our YouTube page, and then hit subscribe so that you get notifications when we go live or when we have new videos that get posted. In case you're not on Facebook, because I understand that there are some people who are not fans of Facebook. You know, it works for us as a medium, but we're trying to branch out and give you guys more chances to get caught up with all the things.
Exactly.
So we're here to talk to you about Final Order Cutoff. FOC happens every Monday, and we as a comic book store participate in FOC. It's my last chance to change my numbers on what's going to come in from Diamond, usually about a month before the books ship out. So it's critical that if you want something, you let us know before the book passes FOC. Once publishers see all of the numbers come in from comic book stores around the world at Final Order Cutoff, that's when they set the print runs for these books. So if we don't know that you want it, and you don't tell us until after Final Order Cutoff, there's no way that we can guarantee that you're going to get anything that you ask for. And so that's why we're making such a big push to make you aware of stuff that's coming out, so that we can get your orders in, so that we have the books that you want, and we're not short of anything, missing stuff off the racks. There's a lot of books that come out. We don't order everything, but we try to give you the tools that you need to make informed decisions.
That's correct.
I guess, for what you want to order.
That's right.
That's what this is all about.
Get ahead of the game.
Yeah, that's right. So everything that we're going to talk about today is on FOC this coming Monday, which is November 11th. Well, it's also Veterans Day. We will be open for Veterans Day. But if we ask that you let us know before 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday. That way we can guarantee that we have an order in for you for whatever books that you want to add at FOC. And the way it works, we ask that if you're going to make comments either live with us on Facebook right now, comments to the video that you watch over the weekend or comments on YouTube, please comment sub if you would like to subscribe to one of the titles that we're talking about, and we'll make sure that we get you, if it's a mini-series, all of the books. If it's an ongoing series, all of the books, so that you don't miss out on something. If you would just like to pull a single copy, or if you want multiple copies of something, please comment pull with the title and the cover, and then how many copies you would like. And then, we'll make sure that we have those for you here in your box when you come to pick up. So sub and pull, those are the two words.
Two keywords.
I feel like I go over that every time we talk about something.
No, but
we're also, it's training. We're trying to train people. So let's dive into it this week. First, we started off with Dark Horse, always. From Dark Horse and in stores on December 4th. All of the books, well, not all of them. Most of the books that we're going to talk about on this show are going to be in stores on December 4th. So first from Dark Horse, we have The Butcher of Paris, number 1 of 5, which you are seeing on your screen right there. This sounds amazing because it is a true crime thriller about a killer that was wanted by both the Nazis and the Allied forces during the Nazi occupation of France. So in 1944, as swastikas flew over Paris, one of the most notorious and prolific serial killers in history turned the occupied city into his personal hunting ground. Under the guise of opportunity and freedom, a killer preys on those desperate to flee until a gruesome discovery alerts the police. In a city on the brink of war, the hunt for a serial killer begins as a French detective races to catch the villain before the Nazis beat him to it.
Inspector Clouseau?
Yeah, I don't know. It's written by Stephanie Phillips with art by Dean Kotz. Yeah, the cover right there is by Dave Johnson. This guy killed nearly 200 people during the Nazi-occupied...
I could have killed 200 people last night during the live show.
You killed one person, and that was me, because it was terrible. But again, if you'd like to subscribe to The Butcher of Paris, please type sub Butcher of Paris, and we'll get you all 5 issues in the miniseries. If you just want to pull a copy of number 1 to see what it's all about, you can comment pull, and we'll get you 1 copy. So, next up from Dark Horse, Kill Whitey Donovan.
Wow!
Right? What did Whitey do to you? It's a start of another 5-issue miniseries from the folks at Dark Horse. After Anna Hoyt's sister commits suicide, she sets off for Atlanta to kill the man responsible for destroying her family, her fiancé, Jim Whitey Donovan. But Anna, a spirited, though pampered daughter of a prominent doctor, can't do it alone. To get through the hell that lies between her Alabama home and Atlanta, she makes a deal with one of the Donovan slaves, Hattie Virgil, who has an agenda of her own. In exchange for a chance at freedom, Hattie, a survivor, will lead this unlikely pair on a quest that will change them both forever. So kind of a little Django Unchained kind of feel to it there, right? Cover A on my side is by Jason Pearson. Cover B on Dom's side is by Natalie Barahona. But again, it's a 5-issue miniseries from the folks at Dark Horse. If you'd like, the B cover is very good. If you want to read this series, this 5-issue miniseries, you can type subscribe, Kill Whitey Donovan. If you just want to pull a copy of number 1, whether it's cover A or cover B, you can comment pull Whitey Donovan number 1 with your cover preference. But it sounds fun. Lastly, from Dark Horse this week, in stores on January 22nd, so a little ways from now, we have an original graphic novel from the Stranger Things world with Zombie Boys Volume 1. It is a brand new, all-ages original graphic novel. It's spring in the normally quiet town of Hawkins, Indiana. Mike, Lucas, Dustin, and Will are still grappling with the traumatic encounters with the Demogorgon and the Upside Down in Season 1. As tensions rise and fractures begin to form in the group, a new kid shows up to AV Club with a Betamax camcorder and a vision, right?
Wow!
The new Spielberg wannabe friend, Joey Kim, wants to make a zombie horror movie based on Will's drawings, and in the process, they come to terms with the real horrors they've already faced. This is not something we can subscribe you to. It is an original graphic novel. It is $10.99. If you would like to pull a copy of Stranger Things Zombie Boys, all you have to do is comment, pull Stranger Things. It's not something we can sub you to. Actually, it might be if they're going to do a Volume 2, but I'm not positive. So, I don't know if you were high 5
That's
inches?
weird.
Right? Look at how long
Look
your
how
arms
long my
are.
arm is.
They're not very long.
That's crazy.
Wow. In reality, we're like very close. See, right here and you're right.
Oh.
I'm gonna nuzzle up to your neck. Okay, from DC this week and in stores on December 4th, we get Batman number 84, the second to last issue of Tom King's epic run on Batman.
We were just talking about this with Chris at All Seas.
Yeah.
It's like he says their numbers have dropped. It's like people don't like Tom King.
I don't know that that's. I don't know.
I think there's a lot of people that don't.
I think that the faux pas wedding really pissed a lot of folks off, and I don't know if that caused. I mean, our numbers have stayed roughly the same. You know,
Right.
we did have some people that dropped the title, but we had some new people that came onto it. So we're running roughly the same numbers with Batman. But I hear that from people all over the place that their
you're at the
Batman
counter
numbers are
that
down.
I don't know. Was Tom King done yet?
And James Tynion has taken over after Tom King leaves for a while, so I don't know what. I like Tynion. I think he's a great writer. His independent stuff. I'm always a fan of these guys when they do their independent stuff, maybe more so than their more commercial books. But Tynion's a solid writer too. But here we go, Batman 84, City of Bane, Chapter 11. The end is near as one victory leads to another defeat. As Batman reclaims his city from Bane, can he regain his sense of family? More specifically, when a man who is your father from another dimension has torn everything down around you, what will it take to build it back up? Especially when that man is currently staring you in the face and threatening to punch it. The final battle for Gotham City and the cowl of the Caped Crusader starts here. Main cover on my side is by Mikel Janin. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Francesco Mattina, and it's pretty fantastic with Bruce and Thomas side by side on that cover. So, next from DC, we have a facsimile edition to Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8. Spoiler alert, it is the death of Barry Allen. Witness the final fate of the Flash. The key chapter of DC's multiverse-shattering miniseries is reprinted in a new facsimile edition, timed with the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover between DC's CW TV shows. I don't know that I need to say a ton about this.
I think a lot of people know about
everybody
this.
knows what that is. $3.99, and you get a facsimile edition of Crisis number 8. Pull. It's not something we can subscribe you to. As is this next book. So Frank Miller, after 3 years since Dark Knight, Master Race ended, he is returning to the world of the Dark Knight universe with this new one-shot, The Golden Child. Laura has spent her time
Got
learning.
Eddie Murphy in it?
What's that?
Got Eddie Murphy in it?
It doesn't.
Oh.
No, that would be cool too, though. Lara has spent her time learning to be more than human, and Carrie Kelly has been growing into her new role as Batwoman. But a terrifying evil has returned to Gotham City, and Lara and Carrie must team up to stop this growing threat, and they have a secret weapon. Young Jonathan Kent, the Golden Child, has a power inside of him unlike anything the world has ever seen, and it's about to be unleashed. The Golden Child is Miller's triumphant return to the world of the Dark Knight, and joining him is the superstar artist Rafael Grampa, who did the cover that's on the screen right there. The mastermind behind the groundbreaking, God, I can't talk this morning, Mesmo Delivery. Following work in advertising and film, this incredible collaboration marks Grampa's first comics work in 6 years, bringing his extraordinary detail and storytelling to the Dark Knight saga, resulting in a Dark Knight story like nothing you've ever seen before. Just a one-shot, Dark Knight Returns the Golden Child. It is $5.99, so if you would like... What's that?
Cover art's really good.
Yeah. There's a whole crap ton of variants for this, but they're all incentivized. There's a 1 in 10, a 1 in 25, a 1 in 50, a 1 in 100, a 1 in 200, a 1 in 250. We were a smaller store when Dark Knight Returns was coming out, or when Master Race came out. I don't know that I can probably pull data for who bought copies of the last issue of that book. It's been so long that we've taken that off of everybody's subscription. So if you got Master Race and you would like The Golden Child, please let us know so that we can make sure that we have enough copies for you. Otherwise, we're going to sell out, which, that happens. Just a one-shot, $5.99, pull, Dark Knight Returns the Golden Child. Okay? I had to feature this next one because Frank Cho kills it when he does his holiday-themed covers, and this is it's a single issue that has Harley dealing with her first Christmas without her mother. In stores on December 4th is Harley number 68. Her dealing with her first Christmas without her mother proves more difficult than she anticipated. She leaves Coney Island and heads to the most holiday-free zone she can imagine, Los Angeles. Looking to forget about her troubles for a little while, Harley dives headfirst into the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown, but finds something unexpected in the process, her holiday spirit.
Okay, I'm a little lost here.
Yeah.
She's where?
In Hollywood.
Why is there snow?
Because she's leaving Coney Island. Maybe it snowed in New York, and I don't know. I don't know, man.
Okay.
It's a holiday thing. It's Christmas.
Apparently.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. This stuff comes out December 4th. We got the main cover on my side by Mr. Guillaume Marsh. The variant cover on Dom's side, where she's stealing Rudolph with an angry Sanchez clause in the background there, is by the inevitable Mr. Frank Cho. So you can either sub if you want the Harley ongoing. You can pull both covers. Just let us know what you'd like to do, and we can make that happen for you. Next from DC, we get another Infected one-shot. Infected King Shazam just came out this week. We've got a Scarab book that's coming out. There's a couple of tie-ins with Hawkman and Supergirl. This is Infected Deathbringer number 1. That's how I take my baths at night, right there in a pool of
blood.
Enemy's blood.
With a knife in there.
With a knife. It's not a knife.
It's not a knife. That's a knife.
Donna Troy is a hero. She fought alongside friends, led the Titans into battle, and buried more friends in the line of duty than she cares to remember. She's strong, she's brave, she's one of the fiercest warriors on the planet, and she's the Batman Who Laughs' next target for infection. Spinning out of the events of the Batman Who Laughs and Batman Superman comes the story of a hero who is done with bringing peace to a world that can't be trusted with it. Done.
I'm done.
Done. A woman whose past has been her greatest adversary and whose newly awakened dark side is ready to burn it all down and forge a new destiny. That sounds amazing.
It does.
No more peace, only Deathbringer. Just a one-shot, like Infected King Shazam. It's a $3.99 book. It's not terribly expensive. We'll probably do like we did, and if you are subscribed to Batman Superman, we'll pull a copy of this for you, unless you tell us that you don't want it, because all of these Infected books are kind of spinning out of what's going on in Batman Superman. We got another one shot. You ready? Pull!
We could have sub, pull, and pivot. I don't know what pivot means.
Pivot!
Next one.
Next from DC, Tales from the Dark Multiverse,
I
Teen
love them,
Titans, The Judas Contract. I'm glad you're reading them, because I don't.
I dig them.
That's good.
You don't read?
I don't read.
Or you don't like them?
No, I haven't read them, so I don't know if
I
they're
think
any
they're
good.
amazing.
That's
There's
good.
a couple other people said they didn't like them. I was like, okay.
Judas Contract, the Dark Multiverse reimagines one of the most renowned comic stories in history. In this shocking tale, Terra's betrayal starts not with the Teen Titans, but with Deathstroke himself. Now, free from her mentor's influence and supercharged by the same serum that turned Slade Wilson into the world's deadliest man, Tara Markov will forge a new destiny written in the Teen Titans' blood. That sounds awesome as well. $5.99. It's just a one-shot. This is the last book in the Tales from the Dark Multiverse. It's really a mini-series of one-shots, but this is the last one. So
this is it?
This is it. That's it. We've
I
got.
like to have my Mirakuru with a couple shots of espresso.
Do you? It's perfect. Peppermint mocha, maybe?
That's it. I stir it in. Like a lot more chocolate in there.
That's what that smell is.
It is? Wow.
Okay,
Oh,
are you ready to take us to the fancy screen?
Here we go. Look at this one, guys.
We're bringing this up for you guys just so that you're aware that they just announced that they're going to do something special for the Harleen hardcover that's in stores February 5th. However, orders for this thing are due on Monday. So if you're picking up the Harley series, if you have somebody who's a huge Harley fan, this is the Harleen hardcover. Collecting the 3 issues that were prestige format, DC Black Label, but it features an acetate cover now. The acetate image is going to be the cover that's on my side that I'm pointing at right here, the regular. It was the main cover to issue number 1, but when you pull that film off of the dust jacket, It's going to be the cover that's over on Dom's side with the bloody Harley removing.
You want me to show him, Dom?
Yeah, instead of describing it, let's show you what this looks like with a little animation. Boom. That is what is going to happen with the Harleen acetate dust jacket. So, pretty freaking cool. That's exciting. If you don't know, the acetate covers have started to hit the racks this week. We had, I think, 3 or 4 of them that came out. Deathstroke, Justice League, Batman, and Harley. And so DC's kind of running with this, and they're doing a special treatment for the Harleen hardcover in stores February 5th. $29.99 is the cover price for this guy right here. The acetate dust jacket is only going to be on the first printing of this hardcover. So once they sell out of that, there are no more. So if you want to make sure that you get a copy, a first print copy of the hardcover with the fancy, acetate dust jacket, let us know before the end of the day on Monday, please.
Cool.
Okay? All right. We got more Christmas stuff. God, it's not even it's just past
They
Halloween.
don't wait.
No, they don't.
They didn't wait at the store. I mean, Halloween wasn't done and they had it already up.
From IDW in stores on December 4th is Mickey and Donald Christmas Parade 2019. This is something that they do every year. It's kind of a Christmas one-shot. That's all that this is as well. It's the holiday season. What better way to celebrate love, joy, good cheer, friends, and family than with 8 moments brand new to the U.S. There are plenty of heartwarming stories in this collection, so spend this Christmas with all your favorites as they celebrate the season in style. $6.99 for this one-shot, Mickey and Donald Christmas Parade. They're usually square bound. They're usually larger than normal. Yeah, they're
nice.
It's a great thing if you've got little kids that dig, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or Mickey and the Roadster Racers. This is exactly. This is fun stuff.
Why am I still read that stuff?
I know, it's good stuff. Okay, next up from Image this week in stores on December 4th is 20XX #1.
Another X in there.
Yeah, right. This is from Jonathan Luna, who has done Alex and Ada and Girls and The Sword, and has a very, very unique kind of sci-fi, humanized sci-fi spin to his stories, with artwork by Lauren Keeley in her writing debut. Oh, maybe she's writing it and Jonathan Luna's drawing it. I don't know. Apparently she's writing it. A new ongoing series, this sci-fi thriller for mature readers imagines a not-so-distant future, a world of norms and Sims, divided by fear. Sims are a small percentage of the population with telekinetic abilities who form gangs to survive. But division only breeds more division, and Myrrh and Nuon experience this firsthand as they become entangled in the often dramatic, sometimes violent, but always complex social landscape of Sim gang rivalries in Anchorage, Alaska. So there's a lot to digest with that one right there. As the Luna brothers typically do, this is only one of the Luna brothers. But if you would like to either subscribe to or pull a copy, all you have to do is comment below 20XX #1 with a pull or a sub, and we'll get that added to your hold slot. Next up from Image, Undiscovered Country #1 has sold out, people. We still haven't gotten our replacements. They're supposed to be here on Monday now with the jock covers, but Undiscovered Country,
it's like the fastest.
it is amazing that this book is sold out because they have been promoting it as something that has been optioned, and it was a no-risk #1 from Image, meaning that whatever I don't sell, I can send back. I can strip the covers and send back. But it's sold out. They're soliciting a second printing already. The second printing for issue #1 is on FOC on Monday and in stores on December 4th. Generally what happens is #1 comes out on a Wednesday, and then #2 is on FOC on Monday. So thankfully Undiscovered Country #2 is not on FOC yet, which means more people will get a chance to read it over the weekend and add it to their subscription. If you have done that, if you had a chance to pick up a copy this week and you read it and you enjoyed it, please let us know so that we can make sure that we have a copy of #2 for you. I'm doing a little research really quick. Give me 1 second, because #2 is in stores December 11th, and it is on FOC next Monday. So we'll definitely promote that next week. We went heavy on #1. We have our store exclusive of #1. We're all in on this book. I loved it when I read the preview.
We need more.
What, we need more?
I need more of this book.
We need an exclusive for number 2. No,
We need like
we don't
a
need
1
that.
through 6
Yeah.
sent to us in
Yeah.
trade.
But anyway, second print for number 1 is on FOC on Monday. Number
My
2
side.
is on FOC next week. But if you read it, if you picked it up, if you dug it, let us know so we can get it added to your subscription. That way you don't miss out on a copy, because we ordered big on number 1. Number 2 is not returnable, so I always cut my numbers for number 2 after we see what kind of sales data there is. So, okay, from Marvel this week. You ready? Let's do some stretching before we
Do it.
There's a lot of Marvel again. Ugh. Marvel this week, the last 2 one-shots for Annihilation Scourge are on FOC. We get Beta Ray Bill and Silver Surfer this week. I only have, again, I have 1/4 of all of the images that are necessary for this, but we're going to go with what we've got. First up, we got Beta Ray Bill right there. The Scourge has arrived. As the local population becomes infected, will Beta Ray Bill be able to fight back the Horde and save the innocents, or are they already lost? Overwhelmed, will Bill himself fall victim to the Annihilation Wave? Main cover, which is not on the screen, is by Jose Maria Casanovas. I didn't have an image for this when I typed it up last night. Variant cover right there on the screen is by Mr. Patrick Zurcher. This is $4.99 and is just a one-shot, but again, it's tying into this larger Annihilation Scourge thing that's going on.
It's so annoying.
The pop-up?
Yeah, it's right in the middle of our screen.
Is it really?
Yeah. So if you're watching on a phone, you can't get rid of it.
I don't know what to do about that. That's weird.
That's super annoying.
That must have been a new update with Facebook.
Yeah. Somebody was complaining about last night, I can't even see the stream. I'm like, well, yeah. And it doesn't go away. There it goes.
Weird.
And it's still there.
Okay, so we also have Silver Surfer, Annihilation Silver Surfer, which I don't have a main cover or a variant cover of. All I have is this tiny blurb of text right here. The Scourge is closing in, wreaking havoc across the galaxy. The Silver Surfer has returned in time to bear witness to the Scourge's atrocities, but his new status quo leaves him helpless to intervene. Will the Surfer be able to find a way to save the fleeing innocents around him, or will he be forced to stand by and herald in a new age of death? Again, main cover by Jose Maria Casanovas, which we don't have an image of. Variant cover by Oscar Yildirim, also I don't have a cover image for. $4.99 for the last one-shot in the Annihilation Scourge stuff. And then we get to Doom. We got Doom 2099 number 1, which is another one-shot. In 2099, everything has changed. Technology's changed, governments have changed, people have changed, but only one thing has remained the same: Doom. We got a main cover right there on the screen by Tom Coker, written by Chip Zdarsky. There's a variant by Ron Lim that I don't have the image for that would normally be over on Dom's side. $4.99, Doom 2099 one-shot. There you go. Next up, we have Marvel's Avengers Iron Man number 1, the first prequel to the upcoming video game Marvel's Avengers. The road to Marvel's Avengers begins here with an all-new story leading directly into the events of the highly anticipated video game that got a lot of crap.
The Avengers Day?
Yeah, because of the way that all the Avengers looked. Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Thor, and Hulk are the mighty Avengers, but as the Lethal Legion strikes, it's going to make more than their usual teamwork to save the day. When Tony Stark discovers his enemies have co-opted Stark technology for nefarious purposes, it's up to him to stop the leak, but can his teammates be trusted, or is something more sinister at play? Featuring the debut of the game's Avengers, as well as never-before-seen takes on some classic villains. You won't want to miss this landmark moment in comics history.
You're going to make, like, Thanos' little baby tree or something like that?
I don't know, man. This is a one-shot. I assume that there are going to be one-shots for all of the team members from the Avengers game. It is $3.99. Main cover on my side is by somebody named Stonehouse. The game variant that's on Dom's side is also by the same Stonehouse guy. And there's a Ron Lim variant that I don't have an image to.
If I was an artist, I'd name myself like Brick House or something like that.
Exactly.
Because it got a theme song to go with it.
Exactly. I'd name myself Shipwreck. And then, yeah.
What would you name yourself? What would you name yourself?
Shipwreck.
Shipwreck?
Yeah.
You got a whole movie based on it.
That's right. Okay, we got another $20.99 one-shot right here with Spider-Man $20.99. I expect this one to be very popular. Miguel O'Hara is a rising star at Alchemax, but his world is about to come crashing down. The future of the Marvel Universe is about to die, and the world needs a hero. As Miguel faces a destiny he's tried to run from all his life, the secrets of $20.99 begin to unravel here. $4.99, just like all the other one-shots. Main cover on my side is by Victor Bogdanovich. Variant cover on Dom's side is by Ron Lim. So either one of those is $4.99. It's a one-shot, so we can only pull it for you. If you'd like to pull it, please comment below. Okay? Oh man, here is one with way too many covers.
There we go.
Yeah. Symbiote Spider-Man is back with a new miniseries called Alien Reality, number 1 of 5. The same creative team that did the first Symbiote Spider-Man series, Peter David and Greg Land, are back, that's exciting because that series sold really well for us. Everybody wants more Spider-Man in the black costume, so that's what this is all about. Peter Parker finds himself entrenched in the battle with Hobgoblin. Where did Hobgoblin get these new powers? The original creative team returns for the next installment of a classic tale from the Alien costume saga. We got a main cover on my side by Greg Land. The variant cover that is on Dom's side is the Art Adams 8-part connecting cover set.
Pretty cool.
It is. We've also got, if we scroll down a little bit, apparently the black blank from Ghost Rider was super popular, so they're doing it again with Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality number 1. And then Marvel decided to take all of their Young Guns and have them swipe classic Spider-Man covers. And so that's what we're seeing on the screen right now. First up, we have Marco Cicchetto doing a cover, a Young Guns cover right there. That's, of course, an homage to ASM 100. On Dom's side, you have Russell Dodderman, who's doing a cover swipe to the issue where he reveals his identity from Civil War. Next, we have Mike Del Mundo on my side, that's doing the classic annual number 20 cover. A little cool interpretation of that. On Dom's side, we've got Javier Garron doing the classic. It's a different perspective of the classic cover where he's holding all the pipes up, as in the 30s, I want to say.
That's really good, though.
Yeah.
I like Garron.
Then we've got Aaron Cooter. If you scroll up a bit, that's Aaron Cooter on my side. I want to say that was a cover for Spider-Man.
This is the cover.
And then the cover that Dom really likes, of course, is a swipe to Spider-Man number 16.
Yeah.
I think Pepe Larraz reimagining him in the
It's the only one you'll need.
death grip of Thanos with his black
Only one
costume.
you'll need.
These are all open to order. They are all just cover price. Cover
That's
price
amazing.
on that book is, I believe, $3.99. I didn't write that down. I probably should have. Let me check. Symbiote Spider number 1. I didn't spell that right. SYM. There we go. Crap. 2. Yeah, $4.99. Of course, it's $1 more because it's issue number 1. $4.99 cover price for any of these variants up here. If you're interested, let us know. If you want to subscribe to the title and just get the Greg Land main cover, we can make that happen for you. They're not going to do... I should check on that too. Hang on one second. I don't think that they're going to do 5 covers for every single issue, but let me just check. Nope, number 2 has got 1, 2, 3, 4 covers. Okay, so this is a special thing that they're doing with all the Young Guns, doing variant covers for issue number 1. If you'd like a whole set of them, let us know. But yeah, there you go. That's what you need to know about that. Okay. Next up, we've got, this is pretty cool. I've been getting asked about this for the last couple of weeks, and I was like, I don't know. I know it's something that's coming out, but here they are, folks. From Boom and IDW come Power Rangers TMNT number 1. I'm assuming that this is going to be a mini-series, but there is no of 5 or of 6 or of 12 attached to it. So
That's pretty fun.
I know, right? The Power Rangers arrive in New York City to find Tommy Oliver, a.k.a. the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, but soon discover he's joined forces with the villainous Shredder and the Foot Clan?
Oh my goodness! What
What a
Who does
dick,
that?
Tommy. As the Rangers are sent reeling by this betrayal, they're confronted by another frenemy, the TMNT! Can these heroes find a way to work together to defeat the bad guys and save the world from total destruction?
Of course they can.
Written, of course they can. Not in the first issue, though, because they got to fight first. That's how it always works. That's how classic good guy mashups always work. Is first we have to fight.
That's right.
Oh, but wait, there's a
the
bigger
word.
threat, and now we have to join forces and fight together to
Right.
beat that bigger threat. So it's cool. I dig it. Written by Ryan Parrott, who did Power Rangers Necessary Evil, and illustrated by Simone DeMio, who's drawn Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Venom Annual. We've got the main cover up here at the top on my side is by Dan Mora, he's no stranger to Power Rangers. He's also the artist on Once and Future right now. Covers B, C, D, and E are all by Goni Montes, and you should. I mean, this is at this point this is second nature. We have all four of the turtles holding the Red Ranger helmet.
I like how their finger placement is different on each one.
Exactly, their finger placement, their bandanas. That's really the only thing that's different between each one of them, but it's pretty cool. So I'm sure we're going to have a lot of people that want the set of all four of those. And then last but not least, at the very bottom, we have cover E, which is by Kevin Eastman. So that is your full boat Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 with 6 different open to order covers. So let us know. Let us know which ones you want. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. From Dynamite this week, James Bond is getting a brand new #1. So I don't know if that means that 007 is over and Origin is over.
It's funny because I had a kid ask me about this yesterday.
Did you really?
He wants to read James Bond, but we don't have all the back issues.
Right.
Now it comes out.
So here we go. Well, yeah. So this is James Bond #1, a new series, a new team with new missions. Vita Ayala from Morbius and Age of X-Man is doing the writing. Danny Lohr, who's on Queen of Bad Dreams, is doing the art with Eric Gapster. They're presenting a fresh take on the world's greatest secret agent. When a priceless piece of art is found to be fake, investigations lead down a rabbit hole of international crime and corruption. But what the hell does James Bond know about the world of art forgery? I don't either. Main cover right there is by Jim Chung. So yeah, if you're on the current James Bond series, we'll probably auto subscribe you to this new one unless you don't want it. But if you're looking for a place to jump into some new James Bond comic action, this is your jam right here, folks. Okay. Next up from Archie, in stores on December 14th. That might be December 4th. I might have had a typo there. I would assume it's the 4th. We get Vampironica New Blood #1. So this is something that Archie's been doing for a while now. We've got Jughead The Hunger, where he's a werewolf. Mm-hmm. We've got Vampironica, where she is obviously a vampire. But this is a brand new series, so the last Vampironica series went to like issue 12 or 13. Again, if you were subbed to that, we'll auto sub you to this. But if you're interested, this is a great jumping on point for new readers. Riverdale's own Bombshell Bloodsucker is back. Following the events of the Jughead The Hunger vs. Vampironica crossover, Veronica returns to her own universe, still a vampire. She's not the same, and she knows it, and now she needs answers, but she may not be ready for what she's about to discover. Cover A on my side is by Audrey Mock. Cover B, which is fantastic on Dom's side, is by Laura Braga. Cover C down on my side is by Rebecca Isaacs. And cover D on Dom's side is by Greg Smallwood, who had the awesome Mary Jane cover for Spider-Man a little bit ago. And last but not least, we have cover E by Wilfredo Torres, where she's drinking a blood icy. That's the way to keep cool in the summertime, right? Okay, last book of today from Titan Comics and in stores on December 4th. We have Sherlock Scandal in Belgravia #1. The critically acclaimed manga adaptation of Sherlock hits Season 2, introducing the iconic Irene Adler. Fresh from facing down Moriarty, Sherlock Holmes, Benedict Cumberbatch, and John Watson, who's Martin Freeman, are called in to assist the royal family in a very delicate matter, only to find that the great detective may have met his match. So cover A and cover B, which are on my side and Dom's side, are by Alice X. Zhang. They're kind of connecting, but not really. But I like them. Cover C, we've got the photo cover. It's right here. If you bump me up a little bit, you're totally okay. Boom. There you go. Cover D on Dom's side is literally just by a guy whose name is Jay. Jay.
Hi, Jay.
I don't like that cover, man. It's weird. It looks like an alien.
It does.
And last but not least, we have cover E on the very bottom here by Will Conrad. So that is a lady that's naked in the sofa.
I like that one.
I bet you do. So Sherlock Scandal in Belgravia, Gravia, I don't know how you say it. Gravitas. If it's something that you'd like to add to your subscription, you can type sub. If you'd just like to pull a copy, you can pick your poison with covers and let us know, and we'll make that happen for you. That's it. That wraps it up for FOC Roundup. The last thing that we like to present you with is the complete list of all of the stuff that's on Final Order Cutoff this Monday. So everything here in this table is separated by publisher. And all you have to do is you have to take, if you're interested in knowing more about what is on Final Order Cutoff, all you have to do is grab the item code that's right
and I'll do that
here. Dom's going to do that live so we can all see that
one of
happen.
these.
So just copy that item
Control
code.
C. We're going to open up a Google page.
Open up a web browser, paste that sucker right in there. And the very first thing that pops up on the screen is going to be the Previews World listing for that book. So you can see the cover, you can see the description, you can see all the creative teams on it, you can see the suggested retail price, and then you can say, hey, that's pretty cool. I would like to order the Buffy the Vampire Slayer number 10 Connecting Rebelka variant, and we'll make that happen for you. So take a chance, take some time, go through the list. If there's something specifically that you'd like more information on, let us know. There's a bunch of stuff, as always, on Final Order Cutoff. So help us help you to make sure that you get the comics that you would like to read in your hold slot. Anything else? We'll just go over a couple events that are coming up while we're here. That way it's out there in the ether of the internet. So next Friday, a week from today, we are having the watch party for Season 3 of The Toys That Made Us. So come down to the store. We'll have the show on both TVs here at the shop. You can sit down. You can bring your retro toys and fight with each other. Bring pizza. Dom likes pizza. And we'll have cookies and punch. I don't know. Maybe punch. Maybe not. Maybe juice boxes.
Juice boxes.
Coffee.
Wine in a box?
Yeah. Wine in a box. But we're pretty excited about that. That's going on Friday. On Saturday the 16th, we're having our fall local artist showcase. I've reached out to everybody. Nobody has said for sure if they're coming or not, so hopefully we have it. Right. We should have Tim Husky here. We should have AC Canales here. We should have Johnny Larson here. Sophia Cox. And I think those are the 4 as of right now. I know that the folks, Pepper from Lake Kikipapi, said he couldn't make it because he's teaching a class. But join us on Saturday the 16th. We'll have a store full of cool local comic artists that you can talk to and buy prints of and get commissions from. And then Saturday, November 23rd is Local Comic Shop Day. It's a day celebrating the local comic book stores like ours. Yes. It's also a day that a lot of the comic book publishers produce very specific and exclusive items that are for sale. And the way that we do it, we're going to do a video probably next week that kind of goes over the entire process. For every $10 that you spend in store the week leading up to Local Comic Shop Day, you will get a raffle. It's not a raffle; it's a drawing coupon. At some point, we'll have all of the items up, and everything will have a little cool, funky box in front of the item. So you put the tickets that you get for free into the box of the item that you would like the chance to buy. Everything's for sale. Nothing's given away for free, but you could get your name could be drawn for a stupid exclusive 1 per store copy.
It went really well last year.
Yeah, of Legion of Superheroes #1 with a cover that you can only get from a local comic shop day store. So we do the drawing on Saturday, November 23rd. We're going to start it at 4. The first name that gets drawn gets the first opportunity to buy that item. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be very, very exclusive that we'll only have 1 or 2 of. There's also a lot of really cool stuff that we will have. I mean, we still have limited quantities, but we'll have more of those limited quantities that you can just come in and buy off the rack, including a certain Walking Dead book that has never been printed before. It's the Alien story that's written by Brian K. Vaughan, which the story that's in the Alien one-shot was what Kirkman originally pitched to Image as what he was going to be writing. The Walking Dead was originally it was supposed to be an alien story rather than a zombie story. They gave him the green light to do it, and he said, "I'm not writing that. I'm writing my zombie story." That's
Bam!
So he totally just kind
Blindsided.
of So the alien story, which is in, it's been published as a web comic for a long time. You can read it for free online. The first ever actual physical hard copy of that book will be available here Saturday, November 23rd for local comic shop day. And we also have Phil Hester who's going to be here.
That's
I mean,
right.
Phil Hester, a modern day chameleon in terms of what that man can do. He's got a new book that's coming out next week called Family Tree, right there on your screen. We will have a bunch of copies of this available for you guys to pick up and have him sign. He also did the quintessential Green Arrow run that was written by Kevin Smith. We have a bunch of trades of that you can buy and have him sign. He's signing anything that you want to bring him absolutely free of charge. He's doing, he calls them quick doodles on whatever it is that you want to bring him, absolutely free of charge. If you would like a commission from Phil, they're 12 by 18 fully inked commissions for $150. We're taking names down and a list to give to him ahead of time so that he can work on those before he comes out. He's literally flying in Saturday morning and flying out Saturday evening. So he will be here, let's say from 11 to 4 just to be safe.
He doesn't like to be away from his wife.
No, it's his wife and it's also his work. Like he's got a lot of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially
He's got a new book out.
Yeah,
too.
with a new book that he's doing the interiors on. So join us on Saturday, November 23rd for local comic shop day. We're excited to see you guys. And let us know what you want to order before 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday to get all this awesome Final Order Cutoff goodie.
Cool.
All right?
So that's it.
That's it. I'm John.
I'm Dom.
We'll see you guys next week.